No business school can make a student industry ready. That is the truth. Okay, a student himself can make him very strong by just reading newspapers and mapping it to your classwork. But if you look at very carefully whether you do PGDM or whether you do MBA, both the programs are good. There is no rule that one is better than other. But my suggestion is look at the institution credentials, which is very significant for a student to choose MBA program. In that way, if you look at SSN School of Management MBA program, probably I put it as one of the top quality programs which give better returns to students. Most of our students, when they go back, the recovery period is less than 12 months. That is the amount of fee that they pay and the kind of outcomes that they receive is extraordinary. So in that way, our unique solution, our unique selling proposition is certainly okay. The most important aspect is the return on investment for the student. It's not just on a knowledge part of it. Knowledge part is assured, placement is assured, but most important, you don't spend or you spend your money in the most value creating way. We look at 10th, 12th and UG in a very consistent manner. Students, when we grant admission, most of the students are come out with exceptionally brilliant academics. That is one of the areas that we look at. And the second area where we are equally strong is looking at these admission tests, all India admission tests like CAT, ZAT, CMAT, MAT. Though they are not very decisive in the selection of an MBA, but we pay attention for that. We need to look at the students with a minimum of 60th percentile if it is CAT and ZAT examinations. In all other examinations like MAT, TANSET, ATMA, all these cases, we look at only 80th percentile and above. And then only you can complete the form. Then comes the third stage, where generally I get 80% of the applications already screened by the time I get them. Most of them will qualify for GDPI. Okay? And then from there, we take the third step, which involves the essay appreciation, group discussion, personal interview, and where you will be observed. What we look at is their ability to cope up with the academics. That's the only attribute that we check. Just you need to demonstrate your anxiety to learn. That is very important. If you are anxious to learn, and if you are very eager to learn, you have admission with SSN. Predominantly, we are still a regional institution. We are not a kind of business school that has all India students coming and joining us. But having said that, I attract admissions from all the 4 southern states. There is no shortfall in terms of peer learning for our students. We do occasionally get students from Delhi, Bihar, West Bengal, but the numbers are very small. But at this point of time, I'm a very strong regional institute, but it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference because 50% of our students come from common entrance test of Tamil Nadu, which is our commitment to the government of Tamil Nadu. So I cannot dilute those things. So those 60 students are only from Tamil Nadu, and whereas the balance 60 students who come on all India basis, still even there I have a very strong regional presence. But for a student from any of the states, whether they come from West Bengal or whether they come from Assam, it doesn't make a difference because we create a very great comfort factors through teachers. We have a very strong teacher-student association where these students get associated with teachers very strongly, okay, because there is a strong mentorship program. And above all that, the students from other states who come in small numbers, they will transform our classes in terms of increasing the exposure for the Tamil Nadu students. In that way, the peer group learning is very strong in SSN. I don't know, this is a very, lot of students also while taking admission, they'll ask, how do we get practical approach and how do we get industry ready? But it's a kind of joint effort between students and institution, okay, to push that. Neither institution can push the student to be industry ready, nor only industry can push the student towards industry ready. So it's a joint effort. That's where we see a kind of collaborative effort that happens between different stakeholders. One is SSN School of Management, another set of our students, and the third one is company. I can give you one or two examples how we make it industry ready students. We have a course, Human Resource Management, which is a very core course in the second semester. But when you look at the way in which we deliver this program in the classroom, it is done, the lesson plan is done in collaboration with one of the leading HR consulting organizations from Chennai, and their teachers and my teachers together teach this course. The entire 42-hour module of Human Resource Management course is delivered with a high degree of conceptual and practice orientation. This is one example for how we get the courses more industry. 1/3 of our courses in third semester, close to about 6 to 7 courses, okay, are taught by people from industry. The guys whom we deploy are of at least vice president and higher level, or they would have headed their businesses. That is the kind of guys who come and teach completely the course. For example, customer relationship management is delivered by a CRM head from Hernandani. Similarly, financial statement analysis is a course which is delivered by a CFO of Rane Steerings. Okay. These are the kind of guys who come and teach, and close to 1/3 of the courses in third semester are taught by industry professionals. By offering a 14-hour modules, what we popularly called as industry VACs, industry oriented value added courses. For example, today a lot of students are looking at business analytics as an elective, and we deliver in the first semester an industry VSC called business cloud. That means the application of cloud for specific businesses. This gives a very unique opportunity for students to align themselves with the contemporary things that are happening in kind of IT, cloud, and the digital transformation. This is one of the space where students started getting about 10 lakhs per annum kind of jobs. I think apart from all these initiatives that I explained to you in earlier question, one of the significant things that we do is the 2 internships that we have designed. One is in between the second and third semester, what we typically call as summer internship, but it has gone into rainy season because of the COVID taking over the control. Okay, but those 2 months of internship is highly valuable for the students because they complete the first and second semesters and go to industry, and where they look into the practical aspects of it, and then they come back and do the third semester. That is one of the important. Then there is one more internship, which is a full-fledged internship in fourth semester, which most of our students do in the same companies where they get placed. Okay, that's where exactly the company-based training as a very real-life business problem they take and they try to solve. The kind of opportunities that have come to students is very significant. We were able to, I should tell you that today is, we are in the month of April, but I've completed all my placements by almost by February 28th. I have achieved 94 to 95% of the placement. And the kind of opportunities that have come, especially with IT companies being in a very strong growth trajectories, and we have got some of those very special companies. For example, some of those startups which have made a significant progress in their business. For example, we have got companies like product companies like Temenos, the kind of companies like car technologies, and we are, these are all the extra benefits that I have got, and they have paid really good salaries for a fresh graduate. Most of our students are fresh graduates. They don't carry the work experience. In that way, for them, an 8.5 lakh to 10 lakh per annum job is something very significant. This is one trend that I have seen. Close to 30% of the students have gone into IT companies, and another 30 to 40% of students have gone to marketing related jobs. And we have one of the significant domains is finance, where we are able to get good jobs. Let's say we have got some very good banks to recruit from us. For example, Federal Bank has taken taken about 3 to 4 students at close to 12 lakhs per annum. This is a very significant milestone from banks. Generally, banks look forward for a very different kind of recruitment process, but we have been one of the business schools where Federal Bank has been taking students consistently.